Hi, my name's Francis, and I thought I'd give you a story time. In 2019, I was in a really severe car accident when a guy ran a stop sign and plowed into my car at 70 miles an hour, and I had to have back surgery. Well, the back surgery failed and just made me so much worse with pain. So I ended up starting to go to pain management to get meds, and I ended up having to be on 5 medications just to be able to get up out of bed. And I had to take a lot of gabapentin every day just so I wouldn't electrocute myself from the nerves at the bottom of my spine. So when the pandemic started, I was already somebody that was nonstop, always on the go, never doing, always out doing stuff. And then now, from this accident, I'm stuck in home. And so as the pandemic progressed, I was trying to find something that would give me purpose so I could try to get out of being depressed. Well, on Facebook, they started this page called Wine with Friends, where you make up baskets and you go and you surprise people. You put it at the doorstep and you surprise them with baskets. And it was a way for everybody to smile, and it was anonymous, and you didn't have to come in contact with people. So I thought, okay, this would be a good idea, because then maybe I'll want to get up every day. Well, after a month or so, the first girl I sent a basket to was really, really nice to me. We talked all the time. She only lived like 3 miles from me. And we were just talking one day, and I needed to go get my medication. And she offered to take me. She came over and she took me to the pharmacy. And I got my meds. And then we just really started hanging out constantly. We'd make baskets together and go to game out together. Our kids were playing together. I'd had been to her house for one of her daughter's birthdays. Well, anyway, so after about a month or so, she kept asking me for meds, and she was calling her pharmacy, supposedly on the same medication I was, but the pharmacy wasn't giving her meds because it wasn't time yet. And so, me being the nice person I am, which is stupid, I gave her a couple of mine. Ended up, she was asking for them every couple days, but she'd pretend she was on the phone with the pharmacy to get meds. I'm guessing, I'm not positive, because I believed her. Period. When she finally did get her medicine, and I kept telling her to give me mine back, she kept making up excuses. From her youngest daughter's in the hospital with COVID, and her husband's in the hospital with COVID, every excuse in the book. Well, finally, I was just like, well, this isn't going to do nothing. She's not going to give them back to me. So I just kind of stopped communicating with her. But because she was the first person that I actually dealt with on the site for the Wine with Friends, it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. So I stopped going on it and I stopped doing it. Like, fast forward to like a month and a half later, one of the admins on the account for the Wine with Friends messaged me telling me that she had been in there and she was kicked out of the group because she'd been in there doing nothing but bad mouthing me, telling people that I stole her credit card, and I was about to be arrested for fraud and all kinds of stuff. Well, they thought it was crazy because she's talked bad about other people before, so they asked her for proof. Well, she wouldn't give them proof, so finally they just kicked her out of the group. I explained to the admin my side, and she believed me, and she asked me to come back to the Wine with Friends, but I just couldn't. I mean, I shouldn't even have to justify myself, because somebody shouldn't be defaming my character like that, like this woman was, when all I was a nice person and helping her. Period. A couple months down the line, she's still friends on my Facebook. I just don't communicate. She's lost her husband. She really don't have any friends, nobody to help her with her kids, and she's having to live with her parents. Period. But I figured I'd leave her on my Facebook so that she could see that she didn't break me, and she never would break me. Because me being a kind and nice person doesn't make me a bad person. You lying on me and defamating my character in that group, that makes you a bad person. Thank you for listening.